I'd like to call this meeting to order. This is the meeting of the West Hartford Center Special Services District. It's the public hearing on the budget for Tuesday, April 9th at 6:30. We're having this public hearing on the proposed budget for fiscal year 24-25 as proposed by the district manager in accordance with the requirements of West Hartford Code of Ordinances, Section 161-28. Mr. Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Good evening, Councilor Boland. Councilor Blanks.
Present.
Mayor Cantor. Councilor Cortez.
Here.
Councilor Fay. Councilor McGinnis.
Present.
Councilor Poland.
Here.
Councilor Walters.
Here.
Councilor Deputy Mayor Winograd. Councilor Zdanowitz. Commissioner Spivak. Commissioner Johnson. Commissioner Bazanis. Commissioner Suffian.
Here.
Thank you. Mr. Clerk, have you received any written comments?
Councilor Poland, no written comments have been received.
Thank you. And Mr. Manager, has anyone signed up on the sign-up sheet? Thank you. We will move to unfinished business. Number 4, unfinished business, proposed budget for fiscal year 24-25, as proposed by the district manager in accordance with the requirements of West Hartford Code of Ordinances, Section 161-28. We have no business to attend to.
No, sir, Councilor. No, ma'am, Councilor Poland.
Thank you.
No. So we will adopt the budget at the April 24th meeting.
Thank you. It looks like we do have somebody who's called in. Can you
Yes,
identify?
hi, it's Mary.
Thank you, Councilor
Yeah,
Fay.
hi, it's Mary. Yeah, sorry, I couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't get in video-wise, but I hear by phone.
Got it. Thank you. Mr. Clerk, can you put for the record that Councilor Fay has been able to join us for the meeting?
Yes, Councilor Poland, so noted.
Thank you so much. And with no further business, without objection, I move that we adjourn. Is there any objection? We are adjourned.
Just let me know.
Hello?
Good evening. I'd like to call the meeting to order. This is the West Hartford Town Council meeting for Tuesday, April 9th, 2024. Can we start with the Pledge of Allegiance, please? Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Can we have the roll call?
Good evening, Counselor Poland. Counselor Blanks.
Present.
Mayor Cantor. Counselor Cortez.
Here.
Counselor Fay.
Here?
Counselor McGinnis.
Here.
Counselor Poland.
Here.
Counselor Walters.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Winograd. Counselor Zdanowitz.
Thank you. I just want to acknowledge that we do have Counselor Fay joining us remotely. Thank you, Counselor Fay, for doing so. And
You got it.
we will be calling roll for all of the items that require a vote, so please don't lose connectivity because you're making us have a quorum tonight. Thank you for that. We will move
got it.
to item 2, proclamations. We do not have any proclamations this evening. Item 3, public forum. Any resident or taxpayer of the town may address the council regarding any item on the agenda which is not otherwise subject to public hearing. Do we have anyone signed up to speak? Mr. Dodge? Thank you. And is there anyone who's in attendance who would like to address the council? All right, thank you. We will move to item 4, the consent calendar. Ms. McGinnis?
Without objection, I move that item.
Picture.
Oh,
Yep, thank
sorry.
you.
Without objection, I move that items 5A and 5B are placed on the consent calendar.
Is there any objection? Hearing no objection, the items are placed on consent.
I move adoption of the consent calendar.
Second.
Mr. Town Clerk, please call the roll.
Thank you, Counselor Poland. Counselor Blanks,
Yes.
Mayor Cantor, Counselor Cortez,
Yes.
Counselor Fay,
Yes.
Counselor McGinnis,
Yes.
Counselor Poland,
Yes.
Counselor Walters,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Winograd, Counselor Zdanowitz.
Thank you.
Motion passes 6-0.
Thank you so much. We will move to item 6, unfinished business. We do not have any unfinished business this evening. So we'll move on to item 7, new business, and 7A. Ms. McGinnis?
I make a motion to adopt resolution authorizing the town manager to execute an amendment to the grant agreement with the State of Connecticut Department of Energy and Environmental Protections for improvements to Walcott Park.
Second.
And we'll move to discussion. Thank you. Mr. Manager?
Thank you, Counselor Poland. This resolution will allow the town to execute an amendment to the grant agreement with the Department of Energy and Environmental Protection for improvements to Wolcott Park. Back in 2019, we received a $750,000 grant, which was allocated to our capital improvement program for improvements to Wolcott Park. We had until May 1st of 2024 to utilize the funds, but due to some delays, we have an outstanding balance of $61,224 that this resolution will allow us to apply to DEEP to roll these funds over with a new expiration date of May 1st of 2026. We do plan to use these funds to complete the restroom building at Wolcott Park during the upcoming fiscal year, so that should deplete the remaining amount of $61,224. We used the previous funds for renovating the basketball courts, the tennis and pickleball courts, the western parking lot at Wolcott Park, as well as the electrical infrastructure, and then repaving some of the pathways within the park. So through you, Counselor Poland, I'll turn it over to the council for any questions that you may have.
Thank you so much. Are there any questions from council members? Ms. Fay, any questions?
Yes, please. Thank you so much. Mr. Ledwith, what's the total spend project, please?
Through you, Counselor Poland, so we have expended about $690,000 to date of the $750,000. So we have $61,224 remaining.
Thank you, Mr. Manager.
Thank you.
Ms. Fay, do you have any follow-up questions?
No, thank you very much.
Thank you. Any additional questions? Great, thank you. I think this is great to have the flexibility from the state, and this is going to be a great use of the funds. Wolcott has had a little renaissance in the last several years. We're very appreciative of the state's support of this park. I know pickleball is extremely popular, and we'll be grateful to have the use of these funds for the next several months while we complete the restroom renovation. If there's no further discussion, we'll move to roll call vote. Mr. Davidoff.
Thank you, Counselor Poland. Counselor Blanks,
Yes.
Mayor Cantor, Counselor Cortez,
Yes.
Counselor Fay,
Yes.
Counselor McGinnis,
Yes.
Counselor Poland,
Yes.
Counselor Walters,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Winograd, Counselor Zdanowitz. Motion carries 6-0.
Thank you very much. We will move to item B, and I'll turn it to Councilor McGinnis.
Yes, I make a motion to adopt a resolution designating West Hartford as a pollinator-friendly community.
Second.
Thank you, Councilor Blanks. And discussion, Mr. Town Manager.
Yes, thank you, Councilor Poland. We're pleased to review a resolution designating West Hartford a pollinator-friendly community, which will confirm our community's commitment to environmental stewardship and conservation. Through the adoption of this resolution and through collaborative efforts between local government, ourselves, our residents, and businesses, we can take proactive steps to enhance and preserve pollinator habitats throughout the town while pursuing planting more native pollinator forage in areas of town parks that currently exist as mowed turn grass. We will also employ resources to minimize systemic pesticide use where practicable. In addition, as we discussed at a recent Public Works Facilities and Sustainability Committee meeting, this resolution will help the town as it moves towards submitting an application to Sustainable CT for gold certification this summer. Council may recall that we are one of 24 communities in the state that are currently silver certified. So this would be a factor that would come into the approval process through Sustainable CT. We do want to acknowledge our Sustainable West Hartford Commission and specifically the Nature-Based Solutions Working Group, which was led by Kim Hughes, for their work in moving this important initiative forward to us. The Sustainable West Hartford Commission has, as we all know, been incredibly busy during their first year as an official commission, and we appreciate all of their efforts. So through you, Councilor Poland, I'll turn it back to you for any questions that the council may have.
Thank you so much. Councilors, do you have questions or discussion for this topic? Mr. Walters?
Thank you, and through you, Councilor Pullen. I actually am very excited about this particular resolution. I had a pollinator garden in my front yard for quite some time. I remember first, probably the second or third year, postman refused to deliver my mail because there were too many bees. But I think it's great to have a townwide emphasis on this, and in addition to lesser use of pesticides and such that if we don't need to use them, then we don't need to use them. So I'm really happy that we're moving forward with this, and I do thank the Sustainable West Hartford Commission and the Nature Group.
Thank you. Any other town council members have questions or items for discussion on this?
Yes, may I, please, Councilor
Sure.
Pullen? Of course, I support this very much so. Bees are so critical to our health. I was just wondering, how does this impact our spaces, Rick, or Mr. Town Manager? We foresee less open space, more, pollinator type up in public spaces.
Through you, Councilor Poland, to Councilor Fay. So was your question specifically, do we foresee this having an impact on open spaces?
Yes, I'm sorry. I know it's hard to.
Yeah, you're breaking up just a little bit.
Oh, geez. Okay. Yeah, just like that. So you were going to do a park. How much would you estimate wide open would be taken up by this? I'm just trying to think of other uses with people. They're always looking for dog parks, always looking for more recreation area. That the pollinator gardens don't impact the availability of open space.
So through you, Councilor Poland, if I'm understanding the question specifically, we don't see this having a substantial impact on any open spaces that we have. We have pollinator gardens presently in many of our parks, and whenever we can find more areas to add a pollinator park, we will certainly, pollinator garden, sorry. we will do so. But we don't envision a situation where we're, for example, closing half of Wolcott Park because we're turning it into a pollinator garden. So it's really taking advantages of certain areas within our parks as we do presently. Where we can add them, we will certainly do so. But I don't see it having a significant impact on our present park space.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Counselor Fay. Any other questions? I did want to indicate, first off, I should have said this from the beginning, that Mayor Cantor is unable to be here this evening, as is Deputy Mayor Winograd, but Mayor Cantor did ask me to share her gratitude for the collaborative work, specifically on the pollinator-friendly community designation that we are discussing right now. So I know she's very supportive of this, as are the rest of us, and I will turn it over to you, Mr. Davidoff, for a roll call vote.
Thank you, Counselor Poland. Counselor Blanks,
Yes.
Mayor Cantor, Counselor Cortez,
Yes.
Counselor Fay,
Yes.
Counselor McGinnis,
Yes.
Counselor Poland,
Yes.
Counselor Walters,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Winograd, Counselor Dzanowitz, passes 6-0.
Thank you very much. We will move on to communications. I don't believe we have any communications this evening, and so we'll move on to the reports of the town manager.
Thank you, Councilor Poland. I'll begin the town manager's report with some upcoming council business. On Monday, April 15th at 5:30 p.m., we will have a public hearing here in the town council chambers for 1700 Asylum Avenue, and that will be followed by a special town council meeting that same evening at 7:30 p.m. here in the council chambers. We will have a Human and Community Services Budget Workshop meeting on Tuesday, April 16th at 6 p.m. We will review the Leisure and Social Services Capital Improvement Program. And then our next regularly scheduled Town Council meeting is Wednesday, April 24th at 7:30 p.m. here in the council chambers. Forgot to mention that the Human and Community Services meeting will be virtual on April 16th at 6 p.m. Wanted to inform our community and the town council, as you know, West Hartford did receive a AAA rate on our recent bond sale. On April 4th, the town sold $15 million in general obligation bonds to fund various capital improvement projects for both the town and the school district, including street safety improvements, stormwater management systems, and school security upgrades. The town received 11 bids, with the lowest bid having a true interest cost of 3.02%, which we feel was the best available rate at the time of sale and an excellent indication of the town's strong financial position and AAA rated status. In preparation for this sale, Standard & Poor's reaffirmed West Hartford's AAA bond rating, a rating the town has held with Standard & Poor's since 1974. West Hartford ranked 4th highest voter turnout for early voting for the recent primary. We had the 4th most votes cast in Connecticut during the early voting period between the presidential preference before the presidential preference, with 405 people using the new option for the first time. On April 2nd, the Secretary of State, Stephanie Thomas, presented the registrars of voters with a small trophy to mark the achievement. Altogether, West Hartford had 3,141 voters vote in the Democratic and Republican preference primaries between the 10 polling places, absentee voting, and the 4 days of early voting. All future elections and primaries will have 4, 7, or 14 days of early voting. There will be 7 days of early voting for any state, legislative, or congressional primaries on August 13th and 14 days before the general election in November. Public Works opens select Saturdays for annual permits. Public Works will hold special Saturday pickup and purchasing of permits on April 13th, April 27th, May 18th, May 25th, June 8th, and June 15th from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. Permits may be purchased online for pickup at Public Works or in person at Public Works with a credit card, Wednesday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. The office is closed for lunch from noon to 1 p.m. Please have your vehicle registration on hand when picking up the permit. No commercial or out-of-town vehicles are allowed. Chief Vernon Riddick Jr. was the recipient of the 2024 Dr. Henry C. Lee Award at the March 23rd Annual Gala of the Jane Doe No More organization. The recipients of the award exemplify Dr. Lee's passion to advance education and prevention of sexual crimes and advocate and support survivors to ensure that all victims are treated with dignity and respect. Chief Riddick said this award is a reflection on his entire team. 27 new members have completed the Spring Community Emergency Response Team Basic Training course. In addition to the 20 hours of instruction, each member became certified in the American Heart Association Heart Saver program. Since the inception of West Hartford's CERT team in 2021, over 269 residents have taken part in the training, and 175 active members have donated over 9,000 hours of service to the community. West Hartford oversees the program and training. Residents wishing to join the team can get more information on the Office of Emergency Management webpage. The next course will be offered in the fall of 2024. And that concludes the town manager's report this evening. Through you, Councilor Poland, I'll put it back to you and the council for any questions you may have.
Thank you very much. Does anyone have any questions for our town manager this evening? Councilor Fay? All right. We will.
I'm all set.
Oh, thank you. We will move on. Reports of Corporation Counsel. Mr. Dodge?
Thank you, Councilor Poland. I have no formal report, and we do not require an executive session this evening.
Excellent. Thank you. We will move on to announcements, and I will handle the announcements this evening. In honor of National Poetry Month in April, the West Hartford Public Library is holding a poetry contest. Submit your poems by April 20th for your chance to win prizes. Patrons must be age 14 or older. First prize will win $200, and second and third place winners will each win $50. Entries will be judged based on content, form, and creativity. For more information, including rules, you can check the West Hartford Public Library website. Foundation for West Hartford Public Schools Spring Fundraiser will be coming up now through April 27th. Raffle tickets are being sold for $10 each for a chance to win great prizes, including a $400 Amazon gift card, a $500 West Hartford orthodontic gift basket, and more. You can also, in addition to the raffle, everyone is invited to become a friend of the foundation. Donations of any size are welcome. The first 125 people who donate $125 or more before April 27th will receive a special thank you gift bag of locally curated items. So to become a friend of the foundation or to purchase raffle tickets, you can check the website for the Foundation for West Hartford Public Schools. All proceeds from both events will be used to enhance the classroom experience and promote excellence for West Hartford Public School students by financially supporting innovative educational programs in our schools. The University of Hartford and the town's Office of Equity Advancement will host 2 short films about the Indigenous experience, followed by a question and answer period with filmmaker Roger Paul. The event is held virtually Saturday, April 13th from 1 to 2:30 p.m. Resisting Erasure, 2 short films about Indigenous experiences include the film Bounty and Wekuwapak. And you can register, I believe, through the town website. West Hartford Senior Citizens Advisory Commission will host an interactive panel discussion focused on navigating housing options for older adults on Tuesday, April 16th at 10 a.m. at the Bishop's Corner Senior Center. The panel with experience in senior living solutions includes Kristen Gorski, Economic Development Coordinator, Heather Zeller, Advisory Director of One Point Partners, and Mark Garilli, CEO of West Hartford Fellowship Housing. The event is very cleverly entitled, Should I Stay or Should I Go? Navigating Housing Options as We Age. And this event is free of charge. The 8th annual Hartford Jewish Playwriting Contest is coming up on April 16th. In collaboration with the Charter Oak Cultural Center and the Jewish Plays Project, Playhouse on Park is hosting the 8th annual Hartford Jewish Playwriting Contest. The event will be held on Tuesday, April 16th at 7 p.m. at Playhouse on Park. A dessert reception begins at 6. Tickets are $10 and can be purchased at the Playhouse on Park website. Experience Brazilian drumming with Professor Eric Gom of Trinity College and the Trinity Samba Ensemble. on Wednesday, April 17th from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. in Blueback Square. The drumming and singing ensemble performs Afro-Brazilian music commonly heard at Carnival celebrations held in Rio de Janeiro. Journey Home will host a 1980s prom fundraiser on Friday, April 19th from 7 to 10 p.m. in the Town Hall Auditorium. Participants are encouraged to wear 80s attire. Tickets are $200, which include food, drinks, entertainment, a silent auction, and more. Donations of any amount are welcome. Journey Home will also be celebrating the organization's $2 million gift from Yield Giving. Yield Giving grants allow nonprofit organizations to use the money as they see fit for the benefit of all, and you can find out more information about the Journey Home 80s prom on the Journey Home website. Join the Greater Hartford Host Lions Club for its 59th annual Pancake Festival, featuring a bountiful breakfast buffet of pancakes, eggs, sausages, hash browns, fruit, and more. The event will be held on Saturday, April 20th from 8 to 12 at the Farmington Avenue Baptist Church, 149 Mountain Road. Event and raffle tickets are available at the door. Tickets are $12 for adults and $8 for children under 12. 100% of the proceeds will benefit Lions Charities and the Lowenberg Scholarship. Almost there. Andre Rochester, fine artist, curator, and arts advocate from the Greater Hartford region, will be speaking on Why Art Matters, 10 Ways Art Benefits Your Community, on April 25th, 2024, at 6 p.m. at the Bishop's Corner Senior Center. The event is sponsored by the Bishop's Corner Neighborhood Association, Bishop's Corner Senior Center, and the West Hartford. The event is free to attend, and light refreshments will be served. Attendees may register in advance by contacting the Senior Center at 860-561-7583. And finally, this spring, Sedgwick Middle School students will proudly present Mary Poppins Jr., an exuberant musical with lots of classic charm. Performances are Friday and Saturday, April 26th and 27th at 7 p.m., and Sunday, April 28th at 1 p.m. at Sedgwick Middle School. To purchase tickets, you should check the Sedgwick Middle School website. Tickets are $14 for adults and $12 for senior citizens and students. Are there any other announcements by members of Town Council? Councilor Fay, any announcements? Okay.
No, I'm all set, Jeff.
All right, great. Thank you. Well, if that's all. Without objection, I will seek a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
And meeting is adjourned at 7:56 p.m. Thank you, everybody.